Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm excited because I have a parcel here and I think it's from Craft Online. Now they're an Australian craft or online craft store, and I was perusing their sale items a couple of weeks ago and they had some die storage sheets, which I will show you. And so I started organising my dies. Now, I found that these worked really well for what I wanted to do, but I didn't have quite enough. I did just get 3 packets, thinking that, well, I'll give them a go and see what they're like, and if they're any good, I'll hurry up and buy some more. Because they're in the sale aisle, I don't know whether they're going out of stock or what the case is. So I thought I'd grab some more. So this must be the more that I got. And with Craft Online, I think it's almost a $10 delivery fee unless you spend $60. So that gets me every time. So yes, so last time I got die storage, and I also got some of your, I think they're Avery L pockets. Now I already had the small Avery L pockets, but I grabbed myself some of the large ones and the extra large ones. Now these I'm hoping to use to store my stamps. I mean, I'll probably use them for other things as well, but the main reason I got them was to store the stamps. And initially I was going to store my dies in those as well, and I was going to buy magnetic sheets and cut them up. But when I saw the ones that I found on Craft Online, I realised that would be a lot easier, and it was actually quite cheap as well. So I'll get into this box if I can. Try not to cut anything that's in there. I did this once when I got delivered a microwave. And I, did that, and when I opened it up, I'd scratched the top of the microwave. So that taught me a good lesson. Okay, just put that away. So as I said, I made this up to the $60, so I didn't have to pay the $10 delivery. Any excuse. So I'll drag it all out, and then I'll show you what I got. Now, I might start with the other bits and pieces first. So I grabbed myself some of these. These are Plaid Folk Art Glitterific Silicone Spreaders. So I know that a lot of people use the silicone brushes and that to spread matte medium and things like that. So I thought these would be quite handy, and it had the 2-pack and it was quite economical. So yeah, they look a really good size too. So I'm going to enjoy using those. I also grabbed some, this is gloss cardstock. It's alcohol ink cardstock. Used with alcohol inks, and it's just a nice small size, about the size of postcard, and there's 20 in the pack. I thought these would be a nice way to get started with alcohol inks and give them a go. Now, on that topic, they did have some of the Tim Holtz alcohol inks on sale as well, but they were, was it $6-7 or something a bottle on sale? So I started putting them into my cart, and I got to about 3 of them, and then I spotted this. Now, this is Pigment Set. The 10ml alcohol inks, they're Poppy Craft brand. Now, they're probably not as good as, the old Tim Holtz ones and that, but I thought for a beginner like me, these might be the best way to go. So we'll have a look in there. Again, I might need my trusty knife. It's a weird knife, this one, because it's got a spring, so you've got to, hold it to use it. Now this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 24 different colours. Now there's only a little bit in each one. They look like they need a good shaking. But as I said, it was going to cost me about that just to get 3 or 4 of the Tim Holtz ones. So I thought, well, why not have a go with these first and see if I like them or not. And I think it was $20-something for these. But yeah, so I think they're going to be great fun to try out. So I'll have to take you along with me sometime while I do something with them. So that is what I got the cardstock for. Now, I'll show you the die storage. And they are heavy, I tell you. Those magnetic sheets are heavy. So these are Poppy Crafts die storage case refills. A 10-pack they are. So I don't have one of the cases and I don't really want to get one. I don't think it would really suit. I like to just flick through them quickly, not have to open up a case or anything to find them. So I'll just take these out and show you. So you get 10 of these. Now it's just magnetic on the one side, which is good because it means that you can put a picture or labels or whatever in the other side to show what you've got if you want. And then this takes a bit of doing to get it back in, but you can just pull out your magnetic sheet. Now they are quite thin, which is good. They're not too bulky. They do sort of warp a little bit up the top when you're pulling them in and out, but I still think they're going to last quite a long time. So they just slip into the pocket like that once you've got the dies on. Now, they do have the little, the holes punched where you put them into the folders or the cases or whatever. But I actually like that because what I do is stand them up with that at the top, and I think I'll do labels on this part so I can see what's there. So what I'll do now is grab the dies that I've already sorted and show you how I'm storing them. And then I might put a few dies onto one sheet to show you how, well, I'm sure you know how it works, but you know what I mean, just to show you anyway. So I've been able to store my Poppy Craft die holder sheets in this container. Now the lovely Deb from String and Scissors, who I will link down below, initially I saw her using these containers. Now you can get them from Bunnings here in Australia, which is a hardware store, and they're called Handy Storage Spare Parts Trays. Now this one is a medium, and that cost me where I am about $12.50 around about. So these are 20 centimetres in width, 10 centimetres in height, and 39.4 centimetres in length. So they're a really nice size. I also have small ones, which I store some stamps and that in as well. And they're 8.65 and they're 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres by 39.4 as well. So they're the same length, which is really cool when you're storing them together on shelves or cupboards or whatever. So I had dies in 2 of these, pretty well chock-a-block full. And when I've finished storing them, all my dies are going to fit into this container, unless I decide to leave some of them in the bigger containers that they're in or whatever. Yeah, all my dies should fit in this. It'll be heavy, but these containers are quite sturdy, so should hold them quite nicely. Now, the only issue I had was fitting my little slip in. It was just a little bit difficult to get it in, and it did bend on one side just a little bit long. So we have this edge here which sticks out a little bit, so I'm actually able to cut that off with my Fiskars cutter and just shorten it a little bit, and then it fits perfectly in there. And as you can see, it's really nice just to flick them like this to see what you want. And you can stick your labels up on that top part there. So I'll drag one out and show you. I'm trying to do like all my nestable or stackable ones or whatever together with like shapes in one section. I'm still trying to work out how I'm going to go about labeling them and what categories and that sort of thing. That's why I haven't done that yet. I was going to wait to show you until I'd done that, but that might take years if ever. Because I'm so slow at that sort of thing. So what I can almost fit, well, on this one I fit 4 different packs of dies. So, you know, you're really downsizing the bulk when you can do that. That's why I love the size of these. And some of them are quite big as well, so. And then when it comes to ones like that, you can fit a whole heap on there, and they tend to hold quite well while you're sliding them in and out. If I can get it in and out, you've just got to wriggle it a bit. So, you know, the magnet does hold them on quite well. It's just, if you're putting them in, get that leaf under there. If you sort of bend this up with your finger a lot when you're putting them in, they can maybe come a bit loose or whatever, but generally they do hold really well. I haven't put my Tim Holtz dies in because they come in their own neat little pockets, and I really like them as they are. So what I've done with them for now, might find a better way later, is I've used some of the magnet that I was using for all my dies previously. Just cut out bits that I already had, and I'm using them to stick all my Tim Holtz pieces onto so I don't lose them, because usually they sit loose in these little pockets. So I've been able to stick them onto my spare magnets, and so that's worked out really, really well. So I will just go and grab some dies and we will fill up another sheet. So I have some of my Christmas dies here. Might also have some stashed away in my Christmas bins, but I'm thinking maybe I'll put all my dies together now. I've found a good way to store them. So I've got all of these packs. So I might start with the baubles and see what we can fit on. And what I'm doing is I'm keeping the packaging with the picture to help me remember which pack and what they're called and that, so that I can write that down in there when I figure out how I'm going to label things. So also I might, I'm going to figure out, because I want the picture maybe on the other side, so I might be able to scan them, downsize them, put them on a page together, since I have multiple packs on the one sheet, and then slip that in as well. The only thing is that I'll probably rejig it so much that that might be annoying, but I will work it out. I always find that sort of thing the hardest when I'm organising, because I change my mind about how to do it all the time. But see, they fit on there really nice. I should be using these to make something, shouldn't I? I feel like I've got no time this year. Got a lot of stuff I want to get done, so I'm sort of given up on Christmas this year, craft-wise. I think I'll focus on next Christmas, and then things might get done. Now, I'm trying to sort of keep the sets together a bit so I know what goes with what, but see, that fits better if I have it like that. Maybe we can do put that one there. That one upside down there. I'll tell you what, they stick all right too. All right, that's not too bad. So I've got this Christmas tree. I'm sick of having to pull them on and off this double-sided tape too, so really happy to have finally found a way to store them. I have watched so many videos trying to figure out what to get, but every time I look in the shops, it's like, oh, it's also expensive. So just so happy that I found these while they're on sale. So then I've got this Merry Christmas one. The only problem is trying to get this double-sided tape off half the time. You know, I didn't think I was going to fit all of this on, but I'm going to fit all of those Christmas ones on. That's just awesome, because that was like 5 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate packs of dies all going on the one sheet. I'm excited. Can't you tell? What I might do is catalogue stuff as well, so I know which, you know, because when they're mixed up like this, you don't exactly know which ones will go together. So I might do a separate catalogue that tells me. Now this one's got glue dots, which is annoying too. I'll try and speed through taking these off. Cute little reindeer though. Now I do find when you put the little ones up the top where you're going to slip it in that it's easier for them to move around if you bend the magnet too much, but I just try and keep it flat while I'm putting it in, and then it's all right. Having a bit of fun in Auntie Vera Scrap and Crafts Facebook group. It's Auntie Vera Land, so check it out. We've got a cat versus dog this month, so if you put up memes that haven't been put up, either for the cat team or the dog team, you earn that team a point. I think last year us dogs won. I can't really remember, but the cats seem to be trumping at the moment, so I'm calling out to all dog lovers, get on over there. Also, if you put up your dog do some crafting with dogs and pictures of your dogs, that earns doggies a point. And if you buy anything from her shop and put in that it's for team cats or for team dogs, it gets points for whichever team as well. Now, so yeah, we've been having a bit of fun. I found a good meme before, because the cats are winning. I found a good meme of a dog sitting on a cat. I thought that one was appropriate. All right, so what I've been doing is grabbing my Fiskars cutter, putting this in. I sort of figured out where I wanted to cut them, but I can't remember now, but I'll just do it anyway. I think it's this line here that I put the end of it to. Oops, and then I move it and have to set it up again. And that goes through it quite nicely, although I think it is deadening the blade a bit because it's making even more of a mess with my paper now. Now, it did have nicely rounded edges, and this has gone and taken them off, so if you're worried about that, you could probably try and corner around it, but I'm not worried about that. Hopefully I cut it down enough. If not, I'll have to do it a bit more. And then you just slip that in like that. And there you go. You could always shove these down more if you're worried about them getting bumped and that. But I don't. They seem to stay there quite nicely. And then I'll grab my container back up. And Christmas can go at the back of the pile. That's what I think about that. So what I do is put them side on like that. If I want to be anal, I can move all these and turn them so they're all upwards. But otherwise, they just slip in like that. Fits perfectly. I can flick them back and forth. So I thought I'd come on and show you because they're a really good find at Craft Online. You know, if you're in Australia and you don't have anything good to store your dies with, check out their sale aisle and see if they've still got some, because I'm finding them really good. At the moment, they still have in stock some of these, and as I said, it's a 10-pack, and they're selling them for $6.99 for the 10-pack, and that's down from $12.99. They also have the folders that you can put them in, and they've got them at a reduced price as well. But as I said, I really like just having them in one of those storage containers so I can just flick through them a bit easier. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. It's always nice to share good finds when you find them, and I'm loving the way these are storing my dies and how many I can fit on them. So take care of yourselves, have some fun, and I will see you soon. Bye.